C27 Digital Now Center. This is Beyond the Forecast with your most accurate local meteorologists.
Yes, it is our chance to go beyond the forecast. I am meteorologist Brett Thackara. Welcome aboard, everybody. Let me hide my wire here so that I can hear what's going on. It is great to be with you on this Tuesday morning. It's a cold Tuesday morning. We actually have a lot to talk about. For those of you weather weenies out there, we are going to be chatting today about, again, more mild air in place here over the next couple of days. We've got some rain to talk about. We've got a little snow to talk about. And then we've got some big league cold air that is going to be coming in from Canada again here by the end of the week. We couldn't close out Farm Show Week without some cold air, right? And then we'll look at the overall pattern and try to assess again if we're going to see any big winter weather ahead within the next couple of weeks. Right now, the answer still looks like it's a no, but you never know, right? And the cold air is going to be around, so that's the good news. Let's get started, and we're actually going to start here in Gettysburg this morning. A nice sunny sky, and it is like this everywhere, but that is not helping temperatures warm up. I will tell you that most spots are down into the 20s. It is a very, very cold morning out, and a lot of that has to do with clear skies. It is clear, it is calm, it is quiet, high pressure is in control. We're going to see a very nice day with a lot of sunshine out there. Satellite and radar backing me up on that. Now, clouds will eventually increase. We do have a front coming through tomorrow, and that will bring us some rain. But today does look nice. But look at the numbers. Lebanon down to 20. We had temperatures in the teens for parts of Perry County earlier today, 23 in Harrisburg, 25 in York and Lancaster. So it's a cold start, and at least in Harrisburg and Lebanon, almost 10 degrees colder than yesterday. Most of us are about even with where we were yesterday. It was a cold morning. We warmed up yesterday, and to around 40 degrees. This is Round Top, and this would be the place to be today. They've got a good base of snow there from all of the cold air in December, and temperatures are going to climb near 50 later. A good day to make a run down those slopes as the sun will be out, and it just looks like a pleasant day. Now, it will be breezy at times later, and we're going to get into that too as well. But yesterday, we made a run at 40. We were pretty seasonable. The normal high, 38. We hit 39 yesterday. No rain. We still have a deficit on the year. We'll try to help that out tomorrow, although it won't be a lot of rain. Today will be quiet, breezy, mild, sunny. All thanks to this area of high pressure here just to the south. Now, tomorrow, some rain showers going to be with us off and on, really throughout the day. I think they start in the late morning. They're going to be with us here through the evening hours, and then eventually they could end as a period of light snow tomorrow night, and we're going to talk more about that. If you're like me and every evening you seem to be a taxi for your kids' activities, don't worry. This evening looks cloudy, but it will be calm and it will be mild. Temperatures will be in the mid-40s. It does look like we're going to stay in the 40s tonight, so I don't think tomorrow is going to be as cold because of the clouds. And so this evening does look nice. Watch. As we move into the afternoon, I mean, check it out. Even at 3 o'clock, most of our region still looks pretty sunny. So that's why I don't really expect the clouds to move in until much, much later this evening. And then overnight, they're going to kind of settle in. Tomorrow will be overcast. And then some showers develop by the late morning hours and around lunchtime. These are light showers, but they're going to be with us here, as you can see, through the evening hours. So tomorrow's going to be damp. Tomorrow's going to be a wet day. And then watch what happens here tomorrow night. As that cold air pushes in, all of a sudden, you could see here as this cold air pushes in, notice what happens, that the rain on the backside changes to a brief period here of light snow, and this would be mainly for areas east of the river. But that snow will likely stick to grassy surfaces. It could be snowing for an hour or two at a steady clip tomorrow overnight. Now, I don't expect it to stick to road surfaces because temperatures during the day on Wednesday are going to be warm. They're going to be in the upper 40s. But it could certainly stick to grassy spots tomorrow night. And then Thursday comes along and we turn windy and cold. And by the way, this cold air means business again. It looks to kind of take hold here for the second half of the month. So in terms of the winds, today's going to be breezy, winds from the southwest at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. That's going to take us near 50 degrees. And then as we look ahead into the day tomorrow, the winds back off a bit. I do not expect tomorrow to be breezy, but watch what happens tomorrow night. As the cold air rushes in, it's going to turn windy. And I think a blustery cold day is likely on Thursday with winds over 20 miles an hour at times. In terms of rainfall, again, not a lot. I really still think about a tenth to a quarter of an inch. Precision cast taking us close to a half inch. As you know, and I always preach this, the models tend to overdo it. We'll wait and see. I just don't think a half inch is doable from this system, but a quarter inch is possible. It's not going to be a lot of rain either way. Now, what about snow? Precision Cast says, yeah, I mean, there could be a coating to a half inch of snow on grassy spots overnight Wednesday. I really don't think it's going to be a problem, and I really think given the warm air in place ahead of this storm that it's not going to cause any issues on the road. So I would highly doubt there would be any impact Thursday morning other than a coating on some of those colder surfaces. But I want to show you this trough, this cold air means big-time business as we move into the end of the week. So you can see the cold air sort of reasserting itself on Thursday. And guess what? It does reestablish itself after a brief warm-up to near 40 on Saturday. Look at the cold air for Sunday and Monday. This just big trough comes in and it dominates right through early next week and even beyond that. So I think Martin Luther King Jr. weekend looks cold. We can see the numbers. After temperatures in the 40s here on Wednesday, they take a dive, and we're down into the low 30s for highs. And after peaking again near 40 on Saturday, look at this. Temperatures staying below normal through most of next week. So that cold air is coming back. The question now is, do we have any moisture to go along with it? If you're a snow lover, sadly the answer is no. There will be some weak waves moving through over the holiday weekend. Here's one on Saturday, and there's going to be another one Sunday or Monday. These little perturbations in the atmosphere that will bring some snow showers. Hard to tell exactly which day will feature the best chance. I'm just going to call for snow showers Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then most of next week looks cold and quiet. And that's what we're seeing here. MLK weekend looks cooler than average. We're going to have the cold air in January reassert itself. However, if we're looking for any big storms, the Climate Prediction Center says most of the Mid-Atlantic will be drier than average for the rest of January. I'm not seeing anything that excites me in the long range in terms of snow, so I'm just being honest. The only thing that does excite me is the cold air that's coming back that, again, if we get any storm at all, it would help produce some snow here. Today's not that day. Mostly sunny, some clouds late, but it's going to be mild, 49 degrees, and a mild night on the way, 42 tonight. As you can see here, over the next 7 days, scattered showers tomorrow, mild with a high of 47. Overnight snow then possible, especially for areas east of the Susquehanna, and then windy and cold on Thursday, Friday, breezy and chilly. And to me, it looks like there could be snow showers here Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Nothing big and no big storms. So let's break this down a little more. After all, this is called Beyond the Forecast for a reason, and we're going to go to our friend the NAM model, because this is a model that, again, is high resolution. And let's play this out as we go through today and tomorrow. So I'm going to stop this to see if it lines up with our precision cast. And sure enough, it certainly brings us the rain tomorrow during the second half of the day. And oh yeah, see it there? I see it right here. This does change it to a brief period of snow on the backside of it overnight, Wednesday into Thursday. Again, a coating, and it's probably not going to have an impact on the roads because the real cold air doesn't move in just yet. So the good news is that our models are lining up that after some rain tomorrow on the backside of it, we do anticipate some snow tomorrow night, but it's not going to be a lot, which is good news. Let's go to our long-range temperatures here. And again, this is the blend of models. Look at it. I mean, it definitely gets colder Thursday and Friday. As we mentioned, Saturday we spike, and then most of next week looks colder too. And if you really want to see cold air, how about the European model? This takes us and keeps us cold all the way through the end of the month. In fact, look at some of the high temperatures toward the end of the month when things really start to reassert themselves here. And we're talking about highs in the teens. Now, let's look at the 850 millibar chart. This is something I've been showing here because it certainly shows the ebbs and flows of our weather patterns. And this is going to show you, here comes that cold air for Thursday and Friday. And then we get a little bit of a spike on Saturday. Do you see it? Temperatures will warm back up near 40. But then the cold air reasserts itself again Sunday and for Martin Luther King Day. And then look at next week. Here's Tuesday of next week, Wednesday of next week, and while the cold air wants to lift, it keeps reasserting itself going into the following weekend. So the good news is, if you like snow, then I am seeing the cold air sort of reassert itself over the next 2 weeks as we start to wind down January. If we can get any sort of moisture to align with that, then maybe we get a nice snow out of it. Here's the deal, though. I'm not seeing anything that would alert me to that. And the Climate Prediction Center thinks our forecast looks relatively drier than average over the next 2 weeks. So nothing to get excited about yet. When there is, we'll talk about it. But it is going to get colder here to end Farm Show Week. And as I mentioned, too, after tomorrow's rain and a little snow tomorrow night, it does turn windy again here and quite cold Thursday and Friday. That is a look at Beyond the Forecast. I am meteorologist Brett Thackara. I hope you have a great day, everybody. Thanks so much for watching.